I just realized I could listen to music the entire time we're doing this, and nothing will change. You can't hear it. The stream can't hear it. The recording can't hear it.
I can certainly tell you're listening to music, though.
Because I'm so happy.
What sweet moves. Yes. Maybe I should do that.
I could have like a little lo-fi shit in the background for myself. It might make me focus more, honestly. I might do that just to make me like, chill out, just like like ADHD type beat.
Right. Where are you going to get ADHDs, though?
Your mom's house.
I knew you've been seeing her.
All right. Did you watch the first... Wait, hold on. Maybe we should do a little intro. Hey, what's up, homies? We're back with another episode of Degen Alley. Forgot it for a second. Episode 13. I have no idea. I think we're like on 15 or something like that. Probably. Episode
it's
50.
Been a minute. Season 2. That's all I remember. We're
on season 2. Back in the second
two.
edition of season 2. Season 2, episode 2. So you saw the first episode of Attack on Titan, the hour-long special, chapter 1 and 2.
The beginning of the end, yes.
Oh,
and oh my god,
it was so good. It was so good.
It's like I turned it on. Well, first of all, it's been so long since I've watched Attack on Titan. Everything reset, so I just pressed play and it started playing the first episode, and I was like, huh. They're recapping that far back, huh?
I mean, they kind of do. They do in the actual episode. Like, it starts off with Eren being a kid again.
I know, and I figured it was like, oh, it's just time stuff. They're just doing time stuff. And I'm like, this is a little far. Why am I seeing this again? Then I figured it out, 2 episodes later.
2 episodes later?
No. Every time Attack on Titan stops, I'm like, completely emotionally ejected. Like I'm done. It's okay. I don't need to worry about it. And then it comes back and it's like immediately I'm like, oh, I'm very emotionally invested.
Do you have a problem with like actually remembering the previous episodes? Because like I remember
absolutely.
Jason, one of my friends, was like, he picked up a show again for the first time in a bit, and I think it was Jujutsu Kaisen, and he was like, I'm just gonna watch like the last 3 episodes because he never did, and he was like, I kind of got to do like a recap of what's happened so far. And I was like, how, bro? It's 1 season. That's incredible. It's like people just like immediately just dump it out of their brain. I'm just like, that's crazy. That's all I think about. Unless it's like a mid show like Demon Slayer. Anyway, Attack on Titan. I'm going to be real. The animation in that first episode, actually worth it. Like I was immediately like, you know what? Take as long as you need, bro. That was so sick. And my initial complaints with them splitting into 3 parts was never that they were splitting into 3 parts. It was the fact that they every single season announced it like it was the last season. To this point where we're almost like, are you sure this is the last little ending? Because every single time they were like, this is the last one was like actually labeled the final chapter or like the final thing. And then they were just like, we'll be back after these commercial breaks for like a year or 2 years or however long it was. And
time doesn't matter anymore.
But no, the animation was so sick. And that one 4 Eyes girl that died.
Whew. Oh, her whole thing, that whole episode was so good.
That was so
and it's
sick.
Like fucking what's the little shithead's name that busted a cap in the No. The actual piece of shit. The one that's completely irredeemable that came out of nowhere and just fucking popped a hole. No, it popped a hole in the plane.
Oh, Flock.
Oh, that piece of shit.
You said little, so I was going for the kids, and I was like, oh, that's a full-grown adult. And you're like, that little shit.
He's sure, he's a full-grown adult, but he's still a little shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm glad he's dead. I'm glad all those people are died. I'm not glad that 4 Eyes died.
Dude,
that's the only one.
It was the best way for her to go out too, because she was
it was amazing.
She was so happy about it too. Like, and that's exactly fits her character. She was like, I get to finally do a badass thing. I get to go out, and then
it's my turn.
It was most badass you could be. She literally went out in a what's it called? What's that like saying?
Blaze of glory.
Blaze of glory. Yes, exactly. And dude, it was crazy. It felt like a different show. It felt like a show with like an actual fire character, because he just fucking erupted and just went, and I was like, oh my god, what am I watching right now? This is crazy. Oh, that was so sick. And then I'm not gonna lie, I almost teared up when she woke up.
Dude, I every other scene I was crying, man, because it was so beautiful.
Oh my god, I saw that and I was like, oh, they are watching. This is so nice. Oh my god, him being the feels. For a second, I was almost upset that she was alive because I was like, bro,
What?
she literally blew up
No.
and you saw her skin on fire. I was like, what? And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. All caught up now. Aaron, absolutely badass. Like, absolutely. I thought that was the hardest thing. I guess he's an antagonist now. Could say to the people trying to stop him was like, oh yeah, I literally brought you in here because I'm not gonna stop you, but we're not gonna talk about this. Like it was like you can try everything you want. I'm still I'm gonna keep doing this, and if you want, we could fight, or you just go back. But we're not talking about this. Oh my god, that was so sick.
Yeah, and then poor Levi is just fucking beat down physically, emotionally, just a complete
I hope he gets another badass scene. He has to get another badass scene. Like, there's no way he doesn't.
I mean, it's probably going to happen the next episode because oh god, I knew they were going to stop it right when things were going crazy.
Yeah, but even then though, that part when they were flying all their ship, God, they've come so far. Every single one of them is just like a master at using the ODM gear and shit like that. Like I like seeing them just go through the sky, dude. Hanj, this is Four Eyes, right? That's her name, Hanj.
Hanj, yeah.
Hanji. The seeing her fly through it, I was like, I forgot she's like a high-ranking like officer.
Right, there's a reason she's in charge.
Yeah, like she's badass, and she took out so many of them to the point where I was like, could you just actually just take them out? I know there's an absurd amount that we can't even see, but just seeing her do that, I was like, surely we could make a really big dent if you guys just fought them, right? Like
she gave them like a couple minutes, and she's like top of the list, like amazing.
Yeah.
Like imagine if they just kind of did that for a little while with a couple people. Like
they'd probably all die though.
But then also like the heat factor, like she literally burst into flames just because all those dudes.
For a second, I was
crowding around her.
For a second, I was like, how is she not catching on fire? And then it happened, and I was like,
right.
Oh, okay, cool. And dude, like, it caught her cape, and I was expecting like a whoo, keep going. And she was just like, no, I have no time. I have to keep going. And it just sparked more and more. But oh my god, every scene of like the fire slowly taking more and more. Like there's one part before she completely burst into flames where just the cape was on fire, and I was like, this is so sick. Like this whole animation style, mwah, great.
They made all of it look so good. I'm so glad they are taking their time instead of rushing it out.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I'm trying to think of something else that I was thinking about. Oh, I'm also this shows a ridiculous amount of growth. I feel like I've ever seen in any show. Let me restate that again. This special showed more growth than I feel like I've ever seen in another anime, because I would have never expected them to just not be angry at people like Annie or like Reiner or whatever.
Oh yeah,
like they're just completely like we all had to do what we got to do, man. You know what? I'm not even upset. Like that's crazy. Any other show, any other situation, people would have been like, "Fuck you! I don't care. You killed my people." But they're like, "Bro, we got a giant dude up in the sky. Why would we fight? Like you know, let's just fucking go. Like I don't care anymore." Which is a good response, because sometimes, most of the time, I get so annoyed when they put those little qualms in like situations where it's like, why are you fighting, dude? Like all of you guys are trying to like save the world. Why would you fight? But they're like legitimately on the same page. It's like, you know what? Whatever, man. You killed people. I killed people. Let's move on and kill the giant skeleton, man.
And that's definitely like one of the themes they're really trying to push. It's like, just stop the like generational hate, stop the violent cycle, and they're like putting their money where their mouth is by having these characters not just be like, fuck you tried to kill me. It's like, just drop it and do what you need to do for the greater good stuff.
Yeah, I also like the part where like the announcer was saying that to the people too. Like I like that he was also on the same page. Like it's like that's crazy that he's coming in, but we did this shit. Like it's like this is literally coming from revenge. It wasn't like he just decided to. He's not an actual devil. We just cursed their entire island for like years.
We did this to them. Yeah,
that was nice. And then he was like, I hope all of you guys find a way to forgive them, which is really nice. It was really cool to see. But yeah, and honestly, one specific part that made me like actually almost tear up again was when everybody waved at Annie. But like, it didn't really make me tear up, but it was more like, I'm in shock. I'm in like, bro, she wrecked shit all of first season. Like, and they're just like,
yeah,
see ya, pal. Like, it honestly reminded me of like a One Piece Luffy kind of thing, or like it'll actually be like a villain, like what's it called, Vince Spoke Judge. when he was saying all that shit to Sanji, and he was like, "All right, bye, see you next time." And even though that was more of Luffy just being dumb and just not like realizing that he was trying to insult Sanji, but it was just still funny either way. Just being like, "All right, see you next time, bye, pal." Oh my god. Anyway, it was a fantastic show. And I'm super excited. Do you know how long it's gonna be? Like the first season?
I got no clue. I literally I didn't even know it was coming on until you told me to watch it today.
Oh no. Anyway, moving on.
Anywho,
I just wanted to get that out because I was literally that's the reason we had to start it like a little bit late was because I was literally finishing it. I was like I can't rush this. I can't just be like, all right, just scrap this. Like I actually have to finish it. But yeah, the end, like you even like touched on that a little bit. The ending scene when they were all like rushing in to fight the Beast Titan, that was another part where I was like, dude, they've come so far. They've actually just like improved so much because season 3, that Beast was killing everybody. Like, and I know it's not the same person, but still, they just like rushed in and took care of business. And that's also making me a little confused of what else is going to happen. But I have a feeling, I don't know if you got this same vibe, but I have a feeling that that wasn't actually the Beast Titan, and I feel like it was just like what's it called? A thing that he could create with that one Titan's ability. You know,
right?
I
mean,
like
he can
the
just
hardening thing.
create anything.
Yeah. So, do you think he's just gonna like next episode or something like that? He's just gonna have like 5 Beast Titans there, just wrecking shit. Like they
God,
that'd be insane.
That would be crazy. But it makes me wonder where the guy even is. You know. Because they're like, oh,
I definitely don't think there's any chance that they've got him.
It's gonna be like, oh, we've got him, we got him down, and then they're like, he's actually over here. Fuck you, a couple of you are gonna die now.
Aaron's like, I'm actually riding him like a pony while I'm doing all this.
Right, because it's like things are going too nicely in that last scene. You know what I mean?
As crazy as Attack on Titan is, I 100% expected one of the main characters to die by a rock. Like I 100% expected somebody just get wiped out. Be like,
at least like lose a leg or something. What the fuck? Anywho,
do you have any other thoughts to talk about that as before we leave? Because I'm just ecstatic about the entire thing. Honestly, it was a great ride, and it not only had some badass moments, but it also touched on a lot of the emotional parts of like why everybody's doing what they're doing and how they actually feel. It was perfect because they have like the perfect amount of cast where they can actually focus on like everybody,
right? Because they killed everybody else.
yeah, naturally.
I'm happy it's back. You know, I didn't think I'd be invested at all, but I'm glad it's back. It's something to look forward to because it's such a good show.
Yeah, they actually genuinely like did such a good job that made me feel invested again. Because I was the same way too. I was almost like a little bitter when it was coming back, and I was like, you really split this up into a third part. Now once again we're like, this is the final season again, and we're all like so pumped. But then like once I started, I was like, this is too good, man. I literally cannot be mad or anything. This was just a fire episode. Am I right, Hanj? Ooh, fire. All right. Anyway, I actually want to hear a story that you said you mentioned me a little bit. So how was your weekend?
Bummer fucking stories. My weekend. Yeah, I was gonna go see my number one top artist, Kimbra, who's a Grammy-winning singer. Ooh. Super awesome. I've listened to her stuff since the beginning, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take my brother for his birthday because I showed him her, and we both like really bond over like listening to her.
Yeah.
I was so excited, so pumped. I drive 2 hours. I like leave work early, talk to people. It's like, hey, can I go? Hey, I'll do this if I can leave early, work my butt off, whatever. And I get there and I'm right in front of the theater, like this little theater, nothing crazy. And I go up to it and it says show canceled.
Damn.
And my brother, I know, and my brother was like 20 minutes out, and I call him, and I'm just like, you probably should just turn around.
That's great. Wait, so you guys didn't stay and like do anything?
I mean, we like met somewhere because I was gonna go back home anyway, like after the concert. So we just met like down the line, you know, just
where's this concert?
At like a gas station. Where?
Yeah,
it was in Columbus.
Oh, and you didn't just like tour around Columbus for a little bit? I would have done that. I would have like taken the advantage of just being there and being like, fuck it, let's just go to like a restaurant or something like that and go to like
I was just so bummed out, dude.
I get it. That was like an extreme mood killer. Is just to have that taken away from you because you're so pumped. Probably like the entire ride over there, you're like Let's fucking go. I'm listening to all the music. I can't wait to hear
Right.
this live. Oh,
And I was like, please let me hear this one song. Please. It would be so cool if she played that. And
that's
then
such
she
a
didn't.
bummer.
Because,
That's
well, she had some sort of like emergency. Something was going on with her chest or something. She couldn't really sing. And
gotcha.
she posted it to her Instagram story like minutes after I had just left and was driving for 2 hours.
Damn. Wait, oh, so
So-
like she posted it. She didn't post it until you were already there.
No, she didn't post it until I was already on my way there. And I can't,
Okay. Yeah.
you know, I wouldn't even have touched my phone.
Gotcha. Damn.
Because that's
What an L.
irresponsible. Anywho.
What? Anything else you've been watching? Anything else you've been stewing about?
I mean, okay. I have been playing a lot of Fire Emblem. I don't know. I just get like an itch for it every once in a while. It's like really nerdy shit. It might be too deep for you. Too far in.
I know what Fire Emblem is, but
right, because of Smash Bros.
yeah.
But I'll just segue it into this. I really want to start playing Smash Bros again, man.
I remember try to get in the competitive scene.
Oh no, just for fun.
Oh, okay.
Because those people are sweaty. I just remember like that game came out and it was like back when you were still living in we were still living in the same town.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, I remember just like for like a month or something, I was just fucking unbeatable. And it was just a highlight of my gaming career. It's just like everybody would like keep like coming at me. And I would just swat them down with fucking Kirby. Like every like I remember like the week before somebody was like, oh, Kirby is dog shit. Kirby is so horrible. Kirby is so cheap. Blah, blah, blah. And then after I kicked their ass, they just never said it again.
Yeah, everybody. I don't think anybody was saying that it was dog shit because you couldn't beat him with him. I think it was more of like, I don't want to go up against the thing that just goes up and goes down with like 2 different moves, but whatever. And it was rough. I cannot relate. I have never been good at any fighting game. I'm very mid tier in our friend group of like of Super Smash like tourneys or whatever. I win some and I lose some, and I am not one of the top contenders. There's some people that are like, oh, if they pick a certain character, we're all done for. Like oh my god, I just burped twice. God damn.
That was rough. Yeah.
There's a couple of people in my friend group where it's like, yeah, they if they pick certain characters, we're done for, and we like talk shit about them because they picked their mains or whatever. I have none of that. All of mine are for fun. All of my characters are like, we're having a good time today, buddy. And it even became a meme where like a lot of times, if anything, I'll say I'm like the most versatile character because I have a lot of characters that I'm like pretty decent at. And what I usually do is just pick random. I kind of stopped that because like the new Super Smash Bros. Just is too much, man. There's like 15 sword characters. Like I can't deal with like all of that. But back in the day, I used to just hit like random all the time, and then like it became a meme where all my friends were like, "I'm riding with Danny this time," and then everybody was like, "I'm riding with Danny." Like they all chant it, and they all just like go random, and we just have like a random. But yeah, I cannot. I kind of want to. I kind of want to like spend a good month of getting really good. I would want to get good at I don't know. I think Melee sounds cooler to get good at. But I don't know. I don't know if I would want to try to get good at any of that because I know it would come down to a lot of mechanics and a lot of like very quick thinking stuff, and I don't think my brain works like that, bro. Like if anything, like whenever I play like shooters, and that's like the game I'm most competitive at. I'm like the slow, methodical, like, okay, let's just like wait it out and then like let's see that's gonna happen. And it's like, and I can kind of predict being like, oh, this person's probably gonna do this and then this and then this, and let me try to work around that. But if you're like in the moment, in the action, bro, my brain just scatters everywhere. I was like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And I know most of the time people, when they play those competitive games, they're like in the moment and they're just going off of like instinct and like back to back. But like my brain don't work like that, bro. Like I don't have that instinct. I don't think I will ever have that. Even the games like Mortal Kombat, I always lost.
Well, I just know like Smash Bros is the only fighting game I've ever been able to like get into the flow, like anticipating moves and having
feels like the most fun
counterattacks. You know,
I don't like the side of side. I actually really enjoy the Mortal Kombat games, but mostly like aesthetically. Like I like the X-rays, I like the fatalities, and I like the story mode, even though it's kind of shitty. But like the Mortal Kombat, like what was it 9? I think that one had a pretty good story mode. But then I played like another one, and it was like dog shit. They're just like, oh, we're zombies and we're fighting zombie Liu Kang. Dog. But anyway, let me ask you a question that I think I might have asked in a previous episode, but like,
if we have, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's true. Do you ever? This might just be this is gonna be a dumb question. Let's just get that out of the way. It's gonna be a very dumb question. Do you ever
Mhm.
get upset that certain things don't exist in your world? Like, for example, I'm never gonna see a dinosaur, and that pisses me off. Like, I'm legitimately like, that's crazy that I'll never get to it. It's almost like, what's it called? Like, not a greed thing, but what's it called? Like, when you think you deserve something.
Privileged?
Not privilege. It's when you like you think you're owed something or whatever.
Sounds privileged to me.
No, it's like an actual specific thing.
Besides people who don't believe in dinosaurs,
Entitled,
first of all, entitled, privileged, yeah, synonyms, whatever.
I think it's different things. Privileged, you can be privileged without being entitled. Yes, you can. What are you talking about? There's people that are like very privileged and and grounded at the same time, but it's not like you expect stuff
Okay.
from other people. You could just be like, oh yeah, have you ever met people that are like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was born in like a really privileged area where I didn't have to deal with that much hate or racism, but I'm
I've
like
never
a
met
decent
anybody
person.
like that.
You're privileged and you're not like that. You're not entitled. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I guess there's levels of privilege.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like you're a privileged white.
Are you just
male.
trying to start? You're just trying to start drama. You're just trying to turn this into a fight podcast.
No, I'm just saying that's like
no. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I just was thinking in my head of like how privilege has been used, like
Yeah, I
recently.
mean, like there's privileged people who are born in like mansions and like they have $1 million when they turn 18 and they think that they're entitled to everything. But there's also fucking like entitled asshole grown up white people like the Karens that were not even like really born in that much, but they think that they're owed everything from like a gas station clerk. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm basically just saying I feel like it is coming from a little state of entitlement, but how the fuck am I never gonna be able to see a dinosaur in my life? That's bullshit. We just learn about them and I'm never gonna get to see it. That's so annoying. That's so dumb.
Never say never. You still got like a good 10, 20 years left.
What? Are you planning on doing something to me when I'm 40?
I'm not planning anything.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then another thing is space. I mean, to be fair, I don't really care to like go to Mars in our current state. Like if somebody was like, all right, you can spend 3 years of your life and you go to Mars, I'd be like, I'm good. That's
a fucking
cool.
pipe dream.
I mean, like that's cool. That it'll probably become a thing in our lifetime. That's the crazy part too. Is that like they're like making more and more efforts to be like Mars, make Mars like an actual thing. And probably by the time that we're like 50-ish or something like that, like 50, 60-ish, there'll be like situations where they're like not like us, but like millionaires going to Mars. Like that, which is gonna be great. But yeah, like it's like I just like get annoyed by it. Like it's so lame. And then that also transfers to another topic that I always hear about. And I know that I'm alone in this because like most people would be like, you're so stupid. But I still cannot fight the feeling like it would be so much fun. Is there a specific timeline or like a time that you would want to be born in?
Oh.
Or maybe not even born in, but like the idea of like traveling to that time. It could be past, or it could be like you just want to go to the future and see how it is. Because the future obviously can't be too specific, but if you just wanted to say like 100 years, that's also an option.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really would not want to go too far anyway. I'd maybe want to go like a couple years into the past, maybe, and experience things that happened as an adult when I was a kid. But I wouldn't want to go like
that is cool.
Like obviously I'd want to go like see a fucking dinosaur, like you said, that'd be dope as shit. But like I wouldn't want to go back before electricity or any of that shit because that shit sounds horrible.
Yeah,
that's me being privileged.
That's a good point actually, because I think about that actually a lot. Where sometimes, like not anymore, but like when I was like in high school or like in college, I always thought of Kanye being this. I know I'm talking about shit about.
Talk about privileged.
Kanye's not a good topic to talk about, but anyway, it does serve this conversation. Sorry. At the time around like high school or so, I used to think that like, oh, like Kanye was the thing that was like way before my time, basically made in like the 90s. You know what? Like I was like, yeah, sure, why not? That was because especially like in middle school, elementary school, I was just like not that focused into music. Like I would hear it, like I would wake up and listen to the music on the MTV music videos in the morning and whatever, and I would like hear all this shit, and I knew of the Kanye name, but then like I think about it now, like in high school and college, I was like slowly realizing like shit, like that wasn't my time, bro. Like he was releasing some of his best albums in like 2011 or 2008, like I don't remember Graduation came out, but like that's a lot of people reference that as his best one of his best albums. And then another one is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Family wait, god damn it, Dark Twisted Fantasy, which came
You're
out.
losing them. You're losing them.
That came out in 2010, and I was like very much conscious during that time. Like I was a living, breathing human that could have like actually absorbed the gravity of that album, but I just wasn't interested that much. Like I was just a kid doing kid things, and I was like, yeah, just going through my life. But like if I could actually realize it and be an adult when like people were hearing that album for the first time, that would have been nuts. And that's what I think about a lot is like in terms of music. I know you mean like a lot of other stuff, but still.
I mean, crazy. Just as a kid, if it wasn't about Pokemon, I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So like I would have liked to have seen all the other stuff that happened. you know?
Yeah. Another thing I think about all the time too. What was the thing that it was in Star Wars when they there's something in Star Wars where they left something hanging for like between some of the movies, and I don't remember what it was.
What do you mean?
But like they just left a cliffhanger in between some of the Star Wars movies, and I think about that a lot too. In general, the whole thing of like Darth Vader being like Luke's father. Imagine that, bro. Imagine that being like
having that not spoiled.
Yeah, like you lived through that and being like,
and like the Sixth Sense. The start of like fucking spoilers is the Sixth Sense, where people were just like, oh, he's not.
I've never seen that movie. I know about the
I've never seen it either. Everybody knows.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So you can never watch that movie.
But yeah, that's crazy.
If I have kids, that's the first movie I'm ever letting them see without telling them anything.
But what I was gonna say was that I know that I'm alone in this, but I'm gonna be real. A time that I would love to like go back to and like wipe all my knowledge. Maybe not all my knowledge. Maybe like I still have like my current knowledge. I don't know how much.
Maybe like you keep a couple lottery numbers or something.
Yeah, like I wouldn't. I don't think my knowledge would really affect it that much because I'm not too smart geographically. But I would love to go back to a time where people were just actually exploring. Like people were like we know everything about this planet to a certain degree. You know what I mean? Like we know everywhere. People have gone to every single like island and like part of a like maybe not every single part of like a forest or whatever, but you know what I mean. Like everybody generally has an idea of what it. But like people were out here sailing on a ship to in a random direction, and they're like, let's see how this fucking goes. That's what I would love to do. Like, I would genuinely love to do it. It would be terrifying, sure. Like, there'd be moments where I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to live through that. And also, I would, obviously I would prefer if I could have, like, a longer lifespan. Because I know a lot of people during that time died when they were, like, what, 20, 30 or something like that?
Right. That's because they're jumping on fucking ships not knowing where they're going, buddy.
No, but there's, like, a lot of sickness. There's no, like, medicine. So, like, if people got hurt in, like, a very, like, in a minimal like spot to us,
right? If you got diarrhea, you'd be dead.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'd be done so fast.
Right. You would have to like. You could like.
But there's also people.
Your current body would. I don't know.
Oh yeah, my current. Well, that's bad to compare it to because in my mind I'm not like taking where I'm at now and bringing it back there because
so you're like brain jumping to somebody who's in that time. Yeah. Okay.
Because I was gonna say like that. My body's like fucked up with like a bunch of shit that's in our diet now that we can't control in the U.S.
Right.
So like
yes,
yeah, we're fucked. But I like to imagine of like being like growing up. Imagine growing up in a village in like a forest somewhere or whatever, or like a farm, and being like, yeah, like this is our area. We don't really go past that mountain over there. We heard a growl once and we got scared, and I'd be like, let's fucking go, dude. It's like this is my whole life right here. Like that's all I want to do. Like now in life I have to, and I've talked to you about this so many times, but I always get so annoyed that I have to worry about money because that's just how life is now. Like we just have to worry about money, taxes. If we don't have a certain amount of money and we can't live a certain like lifestyle, a majority of the time. But
I actually do have to do my taxes.
Yeah, but the
like I'm gonna probably do them right after this.
Yeah, and so like it's just annoying. Like it's so dumb. But like I would love to live a life where it's just like, oh yeah, like you have to survive. You have to find ways to survive, which will be like hunting, finding food, whatever. But then also you just could like go explore if you like. You know what I mean? Like go find a certain area. Like go in a certain direction and just see if you could find somebody. And like yes,
I mean,
I would like it would be nice if you could do it in a certain way where you got like multiple tries, you know what I mean? Or like you could live multiple lives, because then I could be like, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna go over here in this direction and get mauled by a bear. Or in this direction, there's a village of people who kill people on sight. Like the second they see you, you're fucking done. So yeah, like it's very dangerous. But like I would love to just like live that for a little bit. I would just love to at least try it once to see how cool it would be to be like, we're on an empty, like imagine like that feeling when you start a video game and you're like, oh, they just put you in a piece of land and you gotta find what's else in the video game. That was real life for so many people, and that's so crazy to me. Like that's so cool to me.
I have an idea for you.
Yeah.
Why don't you go be Amish? You could be Amish. You could get 90% of what you're talking about, and then
that's not 90% of what I'm talking about. I'm more for the
exploration. If you feel like it, though,
no,
you could just go out there without a map and just walk a direction.
My favorite part is not being like oh, I would love to not have technology. My favorite part is like the thought of not knowing, because like this is my complaint a lot of the time, actually, just in general. But the reason I hate science people a majority of the time, people who are like so into facts and so into like blah blah blah. And it's funny because like I like science and I like learning about how shit works, but I hate when they cannot fathom something because there's no fact behind it. And I'm like,
I don't get that at all.
Yeah, I'm like, brother, we are human beings on a rock in a void. There's so much we don't know, and they're just immediately like, there's no proof of it. Sorry. You go find it. Like imagine imagine how cool it would be to be in a world where every single thing people are like, there could be a dragon up there. We have no idea, bro. Like our world is like right here, and sometimes people go out there and hear growls or see something really big across a river, so we don't go there. And in my mind, I'd be like, oh, that'd be so cool to like explore and find stuff out, like find what's out there and see what's going on. But now it's like there's so much we already know. You know what I mean? There's so much that it feels like we're in the end game of this planet. You know what I mean? We're way too far gone. I'm like, can we just start a new game, bro? Can we just start a new planet, or we could just do cool shit again for the first time ever?
Earth 2, Mars.
Yeah, but that's not the same either, because it'd just be fucking dust. Anyway, I do have a game for us though.
All right.
I have a game that I think it's enough time for us to play.
I see Pokemon.
It is. And this game is only for you, my brethren.
Okay.
Here's a game. It's going to be a game of which one would you rather have. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to generate 2 random Pokemon, and you pick one of those 2. It's Quaxwell or Machamp.
Machamp.
For
sure.
Okay. Yeah. Here's a plot twist, though, for this game. You don't know what the scenario is going to be. So this one was actually... number 1, who would you rather sacrifice to save the other? And now you have Quaxwell.
You son of a bitch. You piece of shit.
And now that is yours forever.
I've been duped.
All right, let's start the next one. Which one would you rather? You will not know the second part of this question.
Okay.
You can try to guess the game.
I see Passimian
and Aracuda.
Arrokuda. It's an arrow.
I got it.
I will choose Passimian.
Passimian? Okay. This one was which would you rather take care of your parents when you're not around?
I would much rather have a monkey, I'd much rather have a rugby monkey take care of my parents than a fucking fish.
That's a good answer. Yeah,
that's a win. Correctly. That's a win for me.
Okay. Now, let's generate another 2. We got Clobbopus. Clobbopus?
What? Clobberpiss.
Clobberpiss. He looks like he just pissed his pants, or he's like, I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, God. Listen.
I ate myself.
I'm picking Xerneas already.
Xerneas? Okay. This is Which would you rather turn into a Titan version to face the other? As in both of them turn into giant Titans.
One is
Or
already a giant Titan, pretty much.
okay.
Well,
The
it's
other one.
legendary.
So do you think you'd win?
Xerneas would beat this in whatever circumstance. That's
Okay.
that's a child octopus.
Okay, now there's going to be a generate 4 of them. And
Oh,
just
God.
imagine it being
Okay.
as I guess
Colossal.
Colossal and
Magirna.
with
I can't
those
see
two.
the other
Actually,
two.
no, wait, no. Let's split it up differently. Let's play Colossal with Starly, and then
Oh, is that a
Magirna
Goldeen?
and Goldeen. Yeah,
Okay.
those two, Magirna and Goldeen, or Colossal and Starly.
Colossal and Starly.
Those two. Okay.
Mhm.
The question was, which would you rather? Or sorry, which one is the best blunt rotation group?
That's literally a fucking
I know. I think
coal mine.
I think you picked.
I picked
poorly.
perfectly.
No,
No, because you can get the blunt going on fucking Colossal.
And Starly looks like you'd get scared. You'd get anxious immediately. I'm gonna be real. He's gonna hit that first blunt and be like, guys, I gotta go home, man. I can't do this anymore. This is too much for me.
Again, a living mountain and a bird, or a bunch of gears and a fish. I'm choosing the living mountain.
Okay. All right,
I think I picked well.
we're gonna go back to 2, and now you have Mr. Mime or Pumpkaboo.
Which one is more likely to statutory rape somebody, Mr. Mime?
That's not the question, though.
Okay, I'll choose Mr. Mime just to see what happens.
Okay. The question was, which would you rather protect you at night, noises and all?
I mean, he could put me in a little box, keep me safe. So that actually worked out pretty well.
But would you be okay with looking at him the entire night? Knowing that he's watching over you?
I'd be like, please just put a blanket over the box, please.
Yeah, he's gonna be like doing this the entire time. You're like, I'm safe, Mr. Mime. You can go. And he's like, no, I have to. But he's gonna just go like, Mime, Mr. Mime. Just doing that over and over again, like, Mr. Mime, Mr. Mime.
Jesus Christ.
I think you failed on that one.
I mean, the other one's a ghost Pokemon. It's an evil possessed pumpkin.
That's like that looks like a little like a lantern that you just keep by your side.
I don't think it would protect
Mime
me as
would
well.
creep me the
I'd
fuck
be
out.
uncomfortable. I'd be uncomfortable but safe. The other one, I'd be safe but unsafe but comfortable. I choose safety.
Neither of them are going to attack you in this scenario, though. Neither of them are going to do anything to you.
Right, but that fucking pumpkin can't do shit.
Okay. Now you have Lickitung and Cascoon.
Oh my god. What are you doing, man? All of the predator Pokemon.
This is random, buddy. Anything.
Oh, I will never in my life ever choose Cascoon, no matter how creepy the other Pokemon is. I'm choosing Lickitung.
Okay, this one was which would you rather turn into night uncontrollably? Any function you're at, you're gonna have to turn into a Lickitung. And
I think there are a couple functions where that would work out. Pretty much any ice cream socials, working at the post office,
in my mind,
and your mom's
also
house
wouldn't be. You bitch. in my mind, you would not. You would also not be able to control him fully. It would basically kind of be like a Pokemon. They won't go crazy, but they're just gonna be like almost like a sentient being that's just kind of like, I'm vibing. Let's go whatever you want. Like if I was with you, I'd be like, come on, Patrick, and you'd be like, lick a dog, and you just walk with me, and that's about it. And then you might lick stuff on the side. That's a good choice.
I think
Cascoon, I feel like would scare people.
I think a Lickitung is like neurologically like it has to like lick stuff to like know what's going on. Pretty much, like it's all of its like feelers are in the tongue. So I'd be
hey Patrick,
licking
this is the girl that
I've
been talking to, and you just lick him.
Let's toe
to head. I'm like, what, Patrick? Stop.
Nope. Hard pass.
This one is Nidoran and Escavalier.
I keep picking all the Gen 1 Pokemon because all the other options are dog shit, but this time I'll do Escavalier.
Escavalier? Okay. Which would you rather have as your mascot character on your pirate crew?
That's
a bad choice.
Pretty good.
He could definitely fuck some shit up. He'd be just as tough as Chopper. Now, after doing that,
say that again.
Now, after doing that, that was the final one. But I will do one, and I want you to think of one question to give me.
All right,
and then I'll do it. And I won't ask you to do this multiple times because it was kind of. I had to think of these 7, and I thought this was like I got them, but like I was like,
wow,
okay. You have it in your mind? Do you have it? I want you to think about it before you see the Pokemon.
Oh,
so
I don't get to. Yeah, that's fair. I was gonna wait till I see the Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'll write it down. All of my I gotta unload all of the sexual ones first. You know what I mean? That's just
writing down. We're here
smash or pass. Which would you rather?
Just being like, hold on, I thought of another dirty one. Hold on, fuck. Just writing it down. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Carablast or Litleo? Oh my god, is it Litleo or Litleo?
Litleo.
He looks so cute, but also cool.
Okay.
I'm going with Litleo. Yeah.
Okay. Which one is gonna be your childhood pet?
Oh my god, perfect.
So you fucking nailed it.
That was so good. Honestly, I would accept the other one too, though. The other one actually is pretty cute. Wait, that looks like the new Valor Agent's ability. Oh my god.
What the fuck, you?
I know,
this is Pokemon, you nerd.
All right,
Not everything is about fucking Valorant, you
okay.
dweeb.
I just started playing again for the first time in a while, actually. I took a break for a bit.
We're doing my nerd shit, not your nerd shit. God.
Do you think you can think of another one?
I mean, again, I have to offload all of the sexual ones. Okay, go.
What the fuck is that? Binnacle and Dubwool? Oh my god. I'm never picking Binnacle. That looks gross and angry. I'm going with Dubwool. That's a dub. Hit me with it.
Okay, you are hanging off a cliff. Who saves you?
Damn, Binnacle got those long arms too, or faces, whatever. But I don't know if you can grab that.
That's like a fucking mountain goat, so I think you're secure.
Yeah, I think I'll just grab onto
the two
you're
horns,
and he just goes back. Daddy, get up here! Hey!
I mean, it's a big fucking puffball. You could even fall into him and you'll be safe.
That is true.
Also, are you fucking the sheep? What was that?
No, I'm holding on to his horns.
Yeah.
And he's pulling me back up the mountain. You know what I mean?
What was the thrusting?
He's like, Danny, get up! And he's bringing his face up, and he's like, oh,
is he? Is he doing that?
He's like, double.
I was trying to avoid all the sexual ones, but you just turned it into one, man.
Okay, I have one more.
All right, one more, and it's going to be sexual.
Bah. Oh, I don't think I ever want to pick Carvana on anything.
Wow, but it's such a good website for choosing cars.
But what the fuck? But Corviknight. Oh, you said it's gonna be sexual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Carvana just looks too sharp everywhere.
That's like some BDSM shit.
Yeah.
That's too advanced. That's too advanced for you. Too advanced for you.
Corviknight feels like he could still protect me and make me be Lil Spoon, and I'll take
safe.
I'll Corviknight every time.
It's like you're reading my questions, because my question is, who are you gonna call mommy tonight?
Oh, let's fucking go, Corviknight or mommy.
That's your mommy. That's your mommy.
Mommy
right
night.
there.
Mommy night.
Oh my god.
My god. Have you been keeping up with the old One Piece? We have to bring it up.
I don't know, because my subscription ran out, and I'm not panicking until I miss a One Piece. You know what I mean?
You don't miss it every week.
You know how there's free, but every once in a while, it's I want to read a couple chapters instead of just
I get it.
having a. And then if I don't see any spoilers, or if you just decide not to talk to me, I just won't read it.
I will. Okay, so I do want to bring up something. This is not spoiler for anything of the chapter, but recently, have you heard about the SPS stuff?
He showed somebody's family. Was it?
Yes, he showed
Zoro's, yeah.
Family tree.
We already know Sanji's family. What an idiot! What a fucking idiot, dude.
No, it pissed a lot of people off because it seems like a lot of it was not what's it called? Important information. A lot of it was
it's an SBS, dude.
This is kind of random stuff, but they have given important information on SPS before.
But that's just where he goes to fuck around. He could say his fucking grandpa was a goat, and we'd be like, oh, that's just him being him. It's okay.
Yeah. But basically, people were just pissed off because it just seemed like it was really random. Wait, is this real? This is not the exact picture, but it's something that somebody made. But this is generally what he did. I think he more or less drew it on a paper, but this is how it is. Basically, it's kind of yeah, Zoro's family's here. This is how he's related. He is a descendant of the guy that he took the sword from, if you didn't know. That guy.
Huh.
Which kind of makes sense. A lot of people said whenever he like I think whenever he wielded that blade, they were like, oh, he's just like Ryuma. I'm pretty sure. Like in Wano, there are like a lot of people saying that. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
He kind of fit that vibe. But either way, a lot of people were upset because they were like, "Ah, we get nothing but a family tree from Zoro's past. But like, I don't know. This is the reason I like One Piece a lot. Is because I relate a lot to Luffy. I genuinely like his freedom aspect and like the way that he doesn't really care about like money or like even recognition as much, but more of just being free and doing some cool shit. And another thing that I feel like I relate to him with was the part where he's like I always think about this a lot. Where I really enjoyed this part with the Nami. Why did I say the Nami? Nami in
The Nami.
Nami in Arlong Park, where she is like breaking down, and she's like everybody's like, oh, we gotta help her, and he's like, why? Or like he's not like, sorry, no, he's not like, why should I help her? But he's like, I don't care what's going on here, and they're like, yeah, but you gotta help her, and he's like, okay, I'll help her. But like I don't care to listen. Like I don't care to listen like what's going on here. She's my friend and I'll do it. And I think it's really cool in like a sense. Yes, I'm really dumbing it down. Like obviously he cares about her and he's gonna do anything for her. But it's also like he didn't really care to like listen to the story. He's like, why do I need to know that information? I don't. He's treating you like an asshole. I'm gonna be there for you. And I feel like that even corresponds to Zoro's thing, where like Luffy doesn't care about his background. He doesn't like that's not necessary. It's cool to learn background information about certain characters at certain times, right? Like if it really matters. Like I feel like Sanji's stuff with like Whole Cake and Judge and all that stuff, that was really cool to learn. But was it necessary for me if we didn't get that? I wouldn't have been like upset about it. You know what I mean? It's more of like, yeah, like why do we need to know what Zoro came from? We know the fundamentals of what happened and what got him to the point of wanting to be the world's greatest swordsman. That was dope. Now he's just here for Luffy. Forget about everything else. It's literally the mentality that Luffy like has with almost everybody. He's like, oh, that's cool. You're with me and you want to ride with me? Let's go. I don't give a fuck what you did in the past life. Bro, he literally befriends people like what's the fanboy? Was it Bartholomew? What is that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's Kuma. That's Kuma. Fake
Bartolomeo.
fan, dude.
Bartolomeo. He was like kind of a menace. Just doing a bunch of like fucked up shit, and Luffy did not care. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're ride or die for me, sure. Let's do it. Let's do it." And not to say that he wouldn't correct something if he did something dirty. Like I feel like if he did do some fucked up shit from here on out, Luffy would stop him. But like he's also like, "Oh, are you good now? You're good, cool." Well, the Spring guy, he got so mad at him. Like Luffy, like that was like the most. I feel like, well, like maybe like top 10 times Luffy was mad at somebody because he just fucking decked him in the face and like smushed him to the ground. Like less than 1,000 episodes later, he's like, "Yeah, we're cool. No, I don't care."
Yeah, he can say that about some stuff, but not all the stuff. Less than 1,000 episodes later, Jesus, it might not be. Well, no, that was a couple hundred.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like I just feel like I get that mentality too, where it's like this is where Zoro's at now, and we found out why he's at that point now. I don't really care about what else happens in his past. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, I just don't understand why people are mad about it. I understand that it would be cool to learn some stuff, but why are people like mad? It's like, oh, fucking, he pissed us off. He's not giving us all this shit. And it's like, why do you need to know that? Why do you need to know what his father is or his mom is? It's just probably some random.
This is just him answering a fan real quick. It's not like a fucking like part of the story even. It's just hey, here's interesting. It's like here's the crew's star signs or whatever. Like here's their blood type. Here's all. It's like side shit that's not gonna affect the story at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless he wants it to.
It's literally not necessary. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like the reason we learned about Sanji stuff, it's only because it was like really necessary to the show. Like it was like they're gonna be essential parts of like the mad scientists or whatever, and yeah, like and then like Whole Cake in general. Like that was all very important to get the story going. Well, us learning who like Zoro's parents are is not going to do anything. It'd be cool, I guess, but like you already got pretty much all the information. Like you got that he was friends with her, and he wanted to become something that she would never be able to do now, and that's about it. And then like all of his training and stuff like that, it was like from him, and then he moved on to fight people, and then a lot of his like development was from what you saw of him. You know what I mean? Like he was a pirate hunter. A lot of people knew of him. But like he wasn't crazy until he met Luffy, you know what I mean? He didn't do anything like absurd until he met Luffy.
Also, it's like I don't think he even knew his parents. So how is that gonna? Even if fucking Zoro met them, went face to face, he'd be like, "Okay, cool. You mean nothing to me because you weren't around. See you later." You know,
exactly like Luffy, where like he doesn't give a fuck that his dad is Dragon. He's just like, oh, I thought I just didn't like. He literally was like, oh, I thought I didn't have a dad. Like, didn't he say that like when he like was talking to Garp? He was like, you're a dad. And he's like, oh, I have a dad. It's like, oh, that's crazy. And they're like, it's Dragon. He's like, oh, that's crazy. That's cool. Okay, moving on. He literally did not even talk to Robin about Dragon. Like, he didn't even bring that up to her.
Right, he just doesn't care. Nobody cares.
Literally, yeah, exactly. Like
nobody cares about Dragon. That's what we're taking away from this.
But like, if Luffy doesn't care, why do we care? You know, is that not the vibe that everybody should be going across?
Well, I'll say if the crew doesn't care, if it doesn't affect the crew, because Luffy, there's a lot he doesn't give a shit.
That's
about.
True. Yeah. You're right. You're right. All right, which one would you rather have sex with, Esper or Blaziken?
Definitely the adult-looking chicken and not the child-looking cat.
Okay, Persian or Cherim?
I'll take the fruit because at least I don't look like a furry.
Okay, Electros or Arakuda?
Oh, I don't like fish sticks, man. I really don't like fish sticks.
That's crazy.
You can pick. You get to pick that one. You get to fall on this sword.
No, I personally wouldn't fuck Pokemon. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. So let's end it here. This was another great installment of this season 2 that we're on, the season 2 of the adventure that we're on.
God damn, that was fucking good. It's a good thing we're called Degen Alley and not Wholesome Alley, because we would not last. You fucking, that's a gotcha. I need you to go and pull a Markiplier and go until you see a Pokemon you want to fuck. I need you. That's the end of the show. Keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
Smash or pass. Go.
No, that's the end of this. I think we're running out of enough time.
Hit one right now.
Anyway, what?
You can't leave me like that.
Maybe next episode on Degen Alley. Peace out.